What made you want to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother?
Um, Actually, at first I was working, and I liked making a little bit of money, but I could not. I didn't like the coworker issues that I was having. I
A
hated having
lot
to
of
get
those.
up. I hated having to get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, go to work. I was tired. I never had energy to cook dinner or like do stuff with you. Blah 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 blah. So I don't know, just things that I was seeing and things that you pointed out. And I was like, okay, well, you know what?
I did. I was. I don't do
I
it.
think subtly you pointed things out. And then I started noticing them
Okay.
in the working world. And I was like, okay, well, when we make X amount of money, I will come home.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Ah, I remember that
We
now.
put our
Okay.
two incomes together, and I was like, well, when you get to the point where you're making that amount, then I'll come home. But I came home long before that.
It's like, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow.
This is
Give
for
me
the
that.
birds. This is for the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good thing because I know a lot of people ask all the time about the whole stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife. Let me say this too, though. A lot of folks hate their kids. A lot of people just flat out hate their children. I can't be around my children for more than 3 hours. I hate it. It's like, ugh. It's like, wow, okay, that's kind of scary, but all right,
Yeah.
whatever the case. But then you factor into a lot of people have to factor in just cost of like even daycare, like childcare and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like $1 billion to just take care of one child
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. So a lot of that goes into the fray too. And I hear a lot of women say, I can do it all.
Right.
I can work 60 hours a week, then I can come home and take care fully of a husband and take
The
care of
house.
children and the house and everything. I can do it all. It's like,
I think that was the mindset that I was in before. Like I felt like I had to prove something to I don't know who,
yeah.
but I wanted to show how strong I was. Maybe I don't know, but that life was not for me. I don't need to prove anything to anybody.
Me either. Something's gonna give, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
you can't split yourself between five things and all five things be taken care of well.
right.
So if you are a star leader at work, your house, if you put in like 80% at work, you probably put in 20% at home. Your family's probably struggling.
Right.
Or you're a crap worker and you're great at home. Why are you even going to work then?
Right. Oh, that's kind of deep. That's deep. I used to say that too. At the same time, that it makes no sense to be an A+ worker, but a C- wife or a C- husband or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You have to be able to give to what's important.
Right.
And that's kind of value. Most of the adultery, the cheating, breakups, all that stuff. Most of the time, I think over 80% of it happens at work.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
At work.
Yep.
In the
You
workforce.
wrote about that in our book,
Sure
Orgasm.
did. I sure did write about it.
Because your job can let you go at any minute. They don't give you a 2-week notice.
No.
They'd let you go today.
Yeah.
And
They
then replace
give you
you.
a today notice.
Right.
Yeah,
Your
today
family
notice.
cannot replace you.
No.
Right? And like your boss does not have a covenant with God to protect and provide for you. Your husband does.
Look out now. Look out now. And I think that's important to understand because we put so much value and all this stuff happened and the whole feminist movement played a big part in that. It's like, girl, you're not important. You are not as important as you think because you're at home, you're taking care of your husband, you're taking care of home, you're taking care of these children, all this stuff. Girl, you are not important because your man is the one that makes the money. So you need to go out and make this money like your husband. Go be like your husband.
Go be a provider.
You know what's ironic though? Is that all of these women trying to run around being men, who's going to be our women?
The man that they pick.
Russell Wilson.
Effeminized
Russell
man.
Wilson. Steph Curry. That's who's going to be the one. Like no. Yeah.
I think most women grow up thinking that they want a husband, but really they want a wife. They want someone to assist them in their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, their career. They want an assistant.
Right.
They want a partner.
Right. Ooh.
Okay?
Oh.
They want
You just said the P
they
word.
want someone to be their helpmate.
She said the P
To
word.
get them where they want to go.
Yeah.
They don't want a husband. They want a wife. They just don't know it.
Right. And so that role design is very key, right?
Yeah.
Because she's trying to be a leader of the home, a provider for the home, and that is very important. You know why that's important? Because a snake first gave it to us. In Genesis, in the very beginning, that's exactly the scheme that he used is to reverse everybody's role, right? Yeah. Because Adam was supposed to be the head, Eve, the helper. You know, the whole design was set in place wonderfully. But the serpent, the enemy, comes into the picture and says, "Oh, you know what, Eve? You can be the head." So Eve then steps into the headship role. Yeah. Adam steps into a submissive role, and both of them put the enemy in God's role.
Now I know you missed that, so I'm gonna break it down just a little bit for you. Eve steps into the headship role because she took instruction from the serpent and was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do this." She made a decision. Okay, I'll eat this apple. Here, Adam, you're not the leader anymore. Here, do this. He already knew he wasn't supposed to, but he did it, so he submitted. Right? Okay. Go back.
Facts. that is true. And if you think about it even deeper, when Eve eats of this, you said it was an apple, but whatever fruit, we'll use apple, right? Yeah. So when Eve eats of this apple, nothing happens what she does because she wasn't the head, she wasn't the leader. It's not until Adam eats of that same.
Who the instruction was given to.
Ow.
Sorry, babe. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Instruction hurts.
But instruction hurts, yeah. But that is true. Like you cannot allow yourself to be put into a role that wasn't designed for you.
Right. And you guys wonder why we had a problem with the Rihanna and A$AP Rocky picture.
Yeah.
Where she was leading and he was following,
holding the baby. Keep in mind too, this A$AP Rocky guy has been forever wearing dresses and little purses and makeup and all this type of stuff. So to go back to your point, these women are wanting wives yeah. to a great degree. Yeah. So we speak out against that because we see what strong marriages look like. We see what healthy marriages look like. A godly marriage looks like.
We know what the design is supposed to be.
We know what the design is.
Because we know the designer.
Oh my goodness, girl. So the question then is this: do you know what your marriage is going to look like? What the design for your marriage is? What the purpose for your marriage is? Do you know that? Are you dating with purpose? Or are you dating because you want this man that has a beard, or you want this woman that is, light skinned with long hair, like all those things that's going to fade away anyway.
Things, yeah.
All that stuff, right? So you have to have a purpose and a design behind the decisions that you're going into with.
Do you know what? I asked you. I was going through my phone the other day trying to delete too much videos, and I came across a screenshot of a text message. I was asking you, what made you decide to marry me? And you said...
The BBL?
You said because you saw how I fit into your purpose that God gave you for life.
Hey, yes.
Which, we're going to take this even more, which is why the man proposes. He is the leader. He has the direction. He has the instruction from God. He should be proposing to the woman.
That's right.
Women should not be out here chasing men, trying to... Okay.
The man...
Y'all can't hear me. Y'all not hearing. Okay.
That's right. The man proposes the purpose. Ooh! Are you hearing me? The man proposes the purpose. And that is highly, highly valuable, because if you come in with two separate purposes, I'm trying to achieve my thing, you trying to achieve your thing, that's going to be a disaster.
When will y'all be together? Right. You're going to be on opposite roads.
Anything with two heads is a monster. Right? So if you want to know if somebody is the right one for you, look at your gifts. Your gifts will help you with your purpose. Your purpose should align. If your purpose aligns, that may be a good person for you to be with for life. That is the way that works. But again, we date people based off of height and money and all this type of stuff. Like money can't be taken away. You know how many times we got in the comments, people said, you know what? I listen to my boss instead of my husband because my boss pays me and signs my paycheck. I said, that sounds like prostitution.
Yeah.
So
go get you a sugar daddy.
If money is the motive, then you'll do anything for
Anything
it.
can buy it. Anything can buy
Oh
you.
my goodness, girl.
Name your price.
Name your price. What, isn't that a commercial like that? Name your price?
I don't know.
I think so.
Geico?
Maybe. Most of these dudes look like the little Geico lizard anyway. Listen.
But they don't last 15 minutes. Sorry. What? 15 minutes save you 15%?
Wow. We're going to see you guys next time, man. Y'all have a good one. Henry and Victoria Doss. Behave.
Please.